how did we go from point and click around dungeons to tentacle porn in the dungeons? Hello, friend Cody, at last.
Hi. Excuse me.
How is it possible? Just explain to me, right? How every episode we film of this podcast, you are so bundled up since it became winter, right? And yet you have a cold. How? What do you do?
My little office is freezing. It's the only room in the whole house that has underfloor heating, and I've never used it, but I'm starting to realize why after 5 years.
Okay, but why would you freeze for 5 years without using it? I don't understand.
Someone once told me that underfloor heating was expensive AF, so...
And then you were like, I will never try this for myself. I will believe you, I'll never try this.
100%. I'm waiting for I haven't found people with underfloor heating in a long time. I don't know if this is just like an early 2000s thing, but I haven't found someone who's also got it so I can test the theory. So I'm not going to be the guinea pig.
Or just turn yours on one time, test it, and then you know.
No ways. Do you know how many board games I could probably buy for 1 day of underfloor heating?
Oh, Cody.
Again.
I've got such a funny story to tell you. No.
Oh, God.
But it requires preface first. Okay, firstly, we had a new person over last week to play board games. And let me just say, I've aged out for sure. For sure. I have reached the age that young people annoy me now. Firstly, this person was born in the year 2000. And that is ridiculous. That is not a year where people are born. That is a year that you remember doing things. You remember back to the year 2000. You don't enter life in 2000. Ridiculous. But I digress. Cody, they were here for, we played one board game. And they must have complained about their parents 39 times. And not the funny way that we complained. We're like, oh, my dad called me while we were recording. Ha ha ha, funny. Literally oh, guys, you won't believe what my parents did. And I was just like, I can't even remember back to a time when it even occurred to me to complain about my parents. I can't imagine going to someone's home and initiating conversation let's complain about our parents. I don't know what to tell you, dude. And then this person plays Magic, right?
Okay.
And typical, I don't even want to say typical Magic player, but
typical Magic
typical
player.
Troll Magic player.
Sure.
All they do is play Magic. It's one of those nothing else exists other than Magic. Oh, no, wait, before we go into the Magic thing. They said another young person thing, right?
No cap.
We were playing, no words. We were playing The Witcher, the board game, right?
Okay.
And at a stage, this person had the audacity to be why does it seem like you guys know all about this? Is this based on a TV show or something?
No.
Okay, wait. I instantly have what the hell face. Larry tries to laugh this off, always good guy Larry. And he's like, ha ha ha, no man, it's based off a video game. And this person went, what video game? And our other friend went, The Witcher? And this person was like, oh, is that a really old game? And I was like, no, it's not. And then they got quiet and they were Googling on their phone and found out that The Witcher 3 came out in like 2015. And they were like, yeah, this is why they don't know about it. This is ancient. And I was just like, what do you mean? Witcher 3 came out yesterday. How dare you pretend that you have not heard of this stone-aged game? Like, leave my home. Goodbye. You're uninvited. Just leave. Like, but anyway. So, typical Magic player, all they play is Magic. And eventually, at some point, this person was doing that, like, my deck is bigger than your deck measurement thing. And was like, they don't even want to tell me how much money they have spent on Magic through the years. And I was just like, because at this point I was already like, you are too young to be here. Why are you here? This
too
is
young
offending
to be
me. I was
spending
like,
this
how
much
much
money?
How much money have you spent on Witcher? And this person looked me in the eyeball and went 6,000 Rand. And I was just like, you know what? Pick like 3 of the board games out of this 150 collection you see. And that is 3,000 or 6,000 Rand. Calm down.
Yeah.
Like, we are in actual financial straits. Like, we have made bad decisions. Don't come at me with a, you don't even want to know how much money I've spent on Magic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not proud of this, but my league account is worth more money than that guy's.
Nothing is more painful, right, than using that program that shows you how much real world money your league account is worth.
Well,
Nothing pains me more.
So I know I've done it
through
a few
this.
times. Yeah, how much is...
Wait, what is it called? Oh, yes, okay.
So I've done this a few times, and they changed it, because I think they changed it and it only starts valuing it from like a certain season. Wait, which one have you got?
No, this wants me to do a quiz. I don't want to do a quiz.
No quizzes.
Account value calculator. How much is my league worth? Just put in my username and tell me.
Yeah, jeez.
Have they changed this? Can you no longer do that?
See what I mean? They've completely changed it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go do this. They just want me to be like, how much is it?
What?
EU West Summoner name.
What? This used to be so easy. See what I mean?
No,
they
not
keep
doing
changing
that.
it.
Oh, well.
They keep changing it.
We'll never know. But it's too much money, guys. All that you should know is both me and Cody have definitely spent more money on League of Legends than anonymous person has spent on Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't even care, right? Like, that is a non-factor in my life. I will never go up to you in your house and be like, Cody, do you know how much money I spent on this? Because honestly, I'm kind of ashamed of how much money I spend on my hobbies. Like, I won't judge someone else for it, but it's not like a bragging thing for me.
No.
I'm not like, oh, want to know how much debt I have? Okay?
Ugh.
But like, you can't be big mouth and be like, oh, you have spent... It was so annoying. Young people, Cody, we can't. We cannot invite them under our table.
No. You know, it's funny because Luke was born in 2001, and I also, every time he says when he was born, I'm like, there's no ways. Like, I can't... I don't understand how I can be as young as I am and you were still born in 2001. It makes no sense to me. I don't get it.
It sounds wrong. Like, in my mind, I understand that people were born in 2000s, but they're clearly children.
Yep.
Like, clearly they're children. You can't have your own car and drive to my house, but then I suppose you did spend your whole visit complaining about your parents. So maybe they are children.
No, they are. I mean, it's like, this is how I see people. You get like babies, and you're a baby until, I don't know, you go to grade 1 or grade R. The first time you go to school
Yes.
is when you stop being a baby. Then you're a kid until you're like 16, because before 16, I don't know, you still do whatever you do. And then I don't know what you are. You're just a very young person until you get to like 25, and then you're my age. Until
well, I thought this person was my age, but turns out they're not. We are decades apart, like decades. I couldn't.
Shame, young people.
And you know what? Like, I don't think I'm an old person. Like, I spent a ridiculous, not magic money, but a ridiculous amount of money buying a cereal collection like a week ago.
You mean like
because
Kellogg's?
No, so I had a discussion with Larry, and he was rather disturbed because it came out that the only cereals I've ever eaten are your normal cereals. Like, I've had cornflakes, I've had normal Rice Krispies, and I've had bran flakes.
Okay.
And Larry is like, and Fruit Loops. And I was like, no, I've never had Fruit Loops.
You've never had Fruit Loops?
And Larry was like, and this, and this. And it turns out I've never had any of the other cereals. So we went out and we bought all the cereals.
Which are very expensive, by the way, these days.
Almost magic money. Right?
Yes. Anyway, now that we've prefaced the whole episode with young people.
Hi, guys.
What's up?
We love each and every one of you. We hope you're enjoying your school holiday. You don't annoy us at all. One of our people.
Yeah. How's it going? Sorry we missed last week. Apparently, Arielle's pipes were leaking, and I'm coming down from the cold. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear it? I hope not. Good.
You sound so healthy. Peak health. Do you know, at the end of a year, you should put the effort in for like an end of a year episode and just go back through every episode we've recorded and record every time we complain of some or other ailment.
It's gonna be every episode.
Injury, pain, like something like that, and you put it together into one like year in rewind episode.
It's gonna be a mega episode, 2 hours long. It's basically all we complain about.
And you know, it's ridiculous because if I think of myself, I don't think that like there's ever anything wrong with me. I'm like always fine. And then we talk on the show and I'm like, I'm not fine. I'm like barely hanging in there, like barely.
Actually, scraping through every morning. Yeah, no, but we signed up for this thing called Cough Watch, where they basically, it's just like they you like do a survey every week and you say if you have symptoms, and they're basically like mapping out the country so you can see, oh, there's a lot of flu going around in KZN, maybe I shouldn't visit or something like that.
Okay.
So we did do a test, and I am negative for all the bad stuff, so it is just a basic cold, but geez, it's so annoying, I swear. I hate not being able to breathe through my nose. Like, that's the worst thing to have, you know? What is the point of my nose if I can't use it?
Cody, I haven't breathed through both nostrils in my whole life ever, I don't think. Like, the once a year that my sinuses clear up to the point that I have breathability in my nose, I feel like something is wrong. Like, this is how I die. Too much oxygen, head rush, insta migraine.
Wow. You should embrace it. Embrace all the oxygen. Just see what it's like for a change, because it's terrible when you don't have all the oxygen you can get.
But I feel like you just have to do what Larry and I do. Like, we have a little I don't want to get sick station. So every morning that you wake up, if you feel even the smallest of tickles, scratches, anything, we are like ACC, Carenza, anything that we can possibly put together, and then you down that and you just hope and pray that you got it early enough.
So this is probably why you have ulcers, because we did that for like...
Probably.
We did it for like 2 weeks, and then, it was just eating at my stomach. I can't do Carenza. Carenza's too strong for me, obviously. Like, it just eats right away at my stomach, so I avoid Carenza as much as I can. But ACC...
Cody, don't you complain about the house guest again. But now that you say that, right? This baby that we welcomed into our home was complaining about the spice level of the green Doritos. And like, they were complaining about it, and I already had a mouthful of Doritos, so I did that like laugh gag thing that you do, which turned into a cough. And then they were like, see, it's too spicy for you as well. And I was just like, no, that is not the reason I'm coughing, dear sir. It is not.
I'm coughing at your ridiculousness. So how's your week been? I know you managed to finish a lot of your magazine work before the rest of us slowpokes did. So what have you been up to? What games have you been playing? Fill us in.
Oh, Cody, mistakes were made.
Oh no.
Mistakes were freaking made in my life again. It's Steam Summer Sale. And my entire wish list was basically on sale.
That's how they
and when
get you.
I say on sale, I mean down to like 22 Rand a game.
That's how they get you.
And I was just like, you know what? I'm getting them. And got a whole bunch of really cheap games.
Nice.
Of which I've not played any, except for Core Keeper.
Oh yeah,
which
how cool
I
is
don't know
Core
why
Keeper?
it took me so long to play Core Keeper. It's so good.
It's
I
good,
played it
right?
last night. So usually our Wednesday night thing is we have a long-standing game of Baldur's Gate 3 with friends.
Cool.
And that is what Wednesday nights get put aside for. And it just so happened that Jade cancelled last night because she has a lot of work. And
Probably
I
a
was
young
like, okay, well,
person
we
thing.
have this time. Let's just try Core Keeper. Larry's like, okay, he's game, let's try it. 2 o'clock this morning, I was like, Larry, we need to go shower now because we need to go to bed because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, it's so addictively good. I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't know how far you got. I unfortunately don't have as many friends as you do, so I've only played it by myself. So I just have like a tiny little base, and I'm just sort of managing by myself.
I have only been playing with Larry, and I don't know if that would be considered a friend because there was a lot of yelling going on between us.
Why? Did
Because
you make
Larry
him
did
fall
fall-
in all the water? Did he die by the jellies?
No. Ooh, we're not even that far yet, okay? No.
Okay.
Larry, I am the miner. I like that. That is like my happy place. And I was gathering all the material. And Larry is the crafter. That is his happy place. And he was at home building our little home. And I might have mined straight through the home that he just built. And then he built a little farm that he was going to fill with all the little animals. And I was exploring, and I was like, oh, holy hell, look, I found a whole little farm. I'm going to dismantle everything and take it to Larry because he'll be so happy. Plot twist, he was not in fact so happy.
It was his farm. Nice. Smart.
And
Very
I was
clever.
like, this is the best thing ever. And the whole time, because we're chatting in the room, I'm like, I am about to bring you the coolest thing ever. Go wait by the house. You are going to be so excited. Larry's like, yeah, I have something to show you too.
Oh no.
I get in the house, I empty the inventory. I'm like, here's everything for a farm. Larry's like, what? That's so great because he was building a farm. Come check here. There was no farm.
So either Larry was lying or Larry was lying.
I agree. disagree. Larry was lying. Larry the liar. Frickin' worse.
I can see why he was yelling. I would be on Team Larry for that one, to be honest. Because I enjoy like the building and the crafting part of it as well. I just go out mining because, like I said, I have no friends and I have to. I need the materials and everything. But if I could, I'd spend my time trying to make everything neat and pretty. And then you realize you don't have enough space. And now you're like, oh, damn it. And you have to break it all down. It's fun.
Yeah. No, I'm actually having a really good time with it. I've seen it. It's been on my Steam wish list since it came out. But it's one of those games that I was just like, maybe one day.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I bought it. Like, the whole day today, we woke up this morning. And I was like, Larry, what do you think the odds are of us both falling in sick today and just being the whole day? And then Larry was the voice of reason. And I was like, no, you can't. Nice work. So here we are.
Well, send me the link to your server and we can dismantle the whole of Larry's base while he's away at work.
I actually think that is like a divorceable crime. I think if Larry comes home from work and his entire base has been dismantled by me, like, he'll be done. He'll be done. He'll pack up and leave. He'll be like, I'm done. I'm over this. I can't. Like, there's some things that Larry just has no sense of humor for, and I believe that is one of the things.
Okay, maybe we just move it. We dismantle it and move it to a new location so that it looks like it's gone, but it's actually secretly better in a better spot. Just don't tell him until he's halfway out the door.
But what have you been doing other than being sick and not buying noodles?
Yeah, no, I've been cracking on with magazine work as much as I can, so we got to get that done. Nearly there. I'm so close now.
And how's your League playing been going? Because we know you've been playing League. Don't lie. Don't pretend
I always
you've been
play
doing is
League.
magazine work.
No, I mean, I always play League. You have to... It's called balance. That's how you get inspiration. No. To be honest, I've been bored with the characters I usually play, so I've been playing some new guys. I think it stems from that time when I was juggling for a bit, and I was like, ooh, this is exciting, something new. So now I'm trying out some new...
No one has ever said that about jungling. Not one person ever has been like, ooh, this is exciting when talking about being the jungler. Not even junglers. Even junglers secretly wish they were able to do something else.
I told you it's because I wasn't playing on ranked servers, so everyone was so nice about it, even if I was terrible.
I will say, so Larry watches a League streamer, AYOBA, a lot. And Aoki's last stream, at the end of his stream, because Larry's listening too loud, so I'm overhearing it. Somebody spoke to him and was like, yo, my baby brother's getting into playing League. Which character should I tell him to start with? And Aoki was like, look, if it's your baby brother, it is your responsibility to make sure he stays as far as possible away from this god-awful game. And I was just like, you know what? I feel like that perfectly sums up every League of Legends player. We all play the game, and we're all like, never played this game. It is the worst game. It's freaking awful. But then I go into Guild Wars 2, and the amount of positivity from people in that game is outrageous, right? The other day we're doing just a world event, and it's a world event that's been there for like 10 years already.
Yeah.
And the whole chat is alive of people going, you know what, we don't compliment ArenaNet enough. This is such a pretty mission. Look how much effort they went through. This is such a great mission. We really love this mission. And I was like, no one in League would be caught dead. You don't go like Riot makes a change, you go onto the map and go, I love this.
Yeah.
We don't compliment Riot enough. Look at what a good job they did. Never.
You're just like, why the bloody hell did they put a damn rock here? Now I can't use the skills that I've always
everything.
been. This game is so retarded. I'm never playing it again for the next 5 minutes.
100%. 100%. The amount of times I have said I'm never playing this again. And then here we are, decades of our life later.
Yep.
throwing their magic money into this thing that we're like, it sucks, never play it.
I don't know. I also, like sometimes I'll be sitting on YouTube and watching some random stuff, and all of a sudden I catch myself watching League of Legends videos, and I'm just like, how? I was playing the game, now I'm watching other people play the game. Like, I don't understand why I'm always clicking on League of Legends stuff all the damn time.
It's like a cult. It's a cult we have fallen into, and you can't get out. Even me, now I physically can't play up until the point that I fix my PC and fix my hard drive and everything.
Yeah.
But now that I can't play, it's like a drug addict. All I want to do is play. Like, there have been so many times in the last week that I've been like, you know what, I want to do right now, play League of Legends. And then I'm like, that is ridiculous. I have so many other games. I have so many other games. I do not need to be upset that I can't play League. And yet, I am.
Happens. But I've also been sneaking in a bit of Stellar Blade in between as well, actually. So, it's a really good game.
Great?
It's great. You know what? I don't know. I mean, you're not young, so you'll probably remember the days of Tomb Raider, right? When, like, the OG.
I've never heard of that. Never heard of that game. Where did that come from?
It's actually based off of a board game from the same name. But I'm talking like the OG Tomb Raider, not the, the one with Angelina Jolie.
The triangle boobs.
Yeah. And it reminds me a lot of that game because of like the mechanics and, obviously there's the fan service of having the female figure and all her outfits and stuff. So it's like, I feel the same sort of connection because she's like a badass and she's swinging all over the place and kicking some ass, and she's like ledge crawling and swinging on ropes and everything like that. And then she's also in tiny little shorts and has triangle boobs. You know what I mean? So
yes.
But it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Every time I jump on, I have a good time. The boss fights are really, really good. They've managed to crack, it's difficult enough that I'm dying at least 5 times, but it's not Elden Ring level difficult where I'm like...
level that you just stuck there for your life.
Yeah. After a couple tries, I can get through it. It's not like, okay, I have to put this down and try and get it in a week. Yeah.
No, I will say I saw you were playing Stellar Blade because I was on the PlayStation account, and I have downloaded it to the moment the magazine is over and I actually have time for a meatier game to jump into it, because it really, from what I've seen and heard, it seems like a really great game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I mean, it feels long, but it's not one of those where if I don't play for a week and I come back, it doesn't feel like I've forgotten anything. You know what I mean? The story isn't too intricate that I don't remember what happened. It's it's a slow burner, so I'm always aware of what's going on. So,
I mean, what game was that? Exactly what you're explaining now. What was it?
Tomb Raider, I already said.
I don't remember. No, just when Larry and I decided to try Core Keeper last night, we were just talking about another game that we started a good year ago and then got busy and never got finished playing. And we were like, but you know what? It's so much hassle now because there's absolutely zero way either Larry nor I remember any of the controls, the stories, the quests, where we were. So if we have to go back into it now, it's not like, oh, let's just finish it quick. You're basically restarting the game, or there really is no point.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but I was upset. I was like, it's so ridiculous. I hate it when games are like that.
I hate that, yeah. No, but this one isn't like that. The controls are nice and easy. The combos are easy. They got a good mix of making the combat nice and easy, but still fun and engaging, and it's very cool. Sometimes I'm like, how the bloody heck did I not dodge that thing? But still, very fun.
I don't even ask myself that question. I just, what game were we playing? Why can I remember no games now?
Just got Core Keeper.
we were playing Street Fighter the other day. Not the usual game that I would go into and play, but we opened up Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter to taste the arcade stick. Or the fight stick. So we're busy, like, it's me and Larry playing, like, I'm on the fight stick, he's on the controller, and then we swap. And eventually Larry's like, why are you not dodging and blocking? And I was like, just mind your own business and play your own character. And Larry is like, no, seriously, he can't even play with me because it is driving him crazy. Do I not know how to block? And I was like, I do know how to block, but my reflexes are so damn slow that by the time I'm like, oh, I should push the block, I'm dead. Like,
I'm the same. I can't block for some reason. I can never time my blocks.
It's
I can
impossible.
dodge, but don't ask me to block. I can't do it. I need a game that you can hold block.
Spam any other button. Just block, 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 and then maybe I'll get lucky.
Yeah, hope that you hit the block at the right time. Yeah, I can dodge at least. But I always like put all my skill points into maxing dodge first because I'm still too slow. So if I speed the dodge up and get like triple dodge, then I know, okay, cool, now I can spend points on everything else. Yeah.
100%. I hate it. I'm so bad at it. And then Larry is just like, do I not know how to do it? And then I got angry. I'm like, what do you mean, do I not know how to do it, right? Clearly, I understand how to do it. Just pay attention to your own game. Pay attention to your own game. Don't even look at my character.
So now all I'm hearing is dismantle his core keeper base and put a sign up that says, do you not know how to dodge?
I will say, I don't know when last you played Mortal Kombat 1. And do you watch The Boys at all?
No, we're gonna eventually get to watching The Boys.
Well, Homelander is in Mortal Kombat 1 and it's freaking great. If you watch The Boys, it is freaking great. It is like fan service for The Boys fans. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Just him with his little mother's milk bottle. Nice. So disgusting, so great.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I've heard that they did him justice by putting him into that game.
It was so much fun.
Nice. I like it when they get it on the nail. You know, sometimes companies like join forces and then they release something and you're like, why? This makes no sense at all. It's not even close to any of the stories from either of the franchises. But when they get it right, like I'm not going to name Fortnite or anything like that, but sometimes they just throw skins into that game and I'm just like, this is just a skin. Like, I look like Spider-Man, but I'm actually just the same blue-haired boy that I started with, shooting the same old machine gunner, you know.
But like Larry on the Steam Summer Sale again bought me a point and click game. Super
Banana
old school
click.
Point and click. No, more like, think of it like the old school King's Quest games.
Okay.
Like an adventure point click game. And it came bundled with another game. And Larry didn't even notice that he got me the bundle because, again, it's their 20 Rand sales. I just put to download. Last night I'm looking at my library. I'm like, why do I have a porn game? You know those typical Steam anime tentacle porn games that we
Larry
all
didn't
see?
know. Sure.
But no, so I go into the game and the description of it is literally, this is the prequel to the super tame point and click game, offering you a fun and flirty look into the black backstory of the characters. And I was just like, how? How did we go from point and click around dungeons to tentacle porn in the dungeons?
What's that thing? Rule 32, rule 30 something. There's that rule that says if it exists, there's porn about it. That's what you got.
But it was like so shocking for me. I was just like, I don't understand. Where did this come from? No, It's the prequel.
If you probably check the
The
sales...
prequel no one asked for.
Well, if you check the sales, the prequel probably has more downloads than the...
Oh, for sure. 100%. Like, again, we're going through that recommended queue on Steam. And there was just this ridiculous porno game. Like, so ridiculous. And I went to their little section where they're like, why are you seeing this game? And they're just like, you are seeing this game because it is popular. And I was like, of course it is. Of course. This is the game on the platform that is popular.
Yep. Easy. Sex sells. That's how it goes.
I feel like we are missing out on a valuable sect in like NAG. We should review porno games.
Oh gosh. But it will be funny if we make the pages sticky, right? So you have to
you've
to
got
peel the pages
apart and it
apart.
makes that sound. Oh no. Oh, that's amazing.
To get into that section. Business idea. We'll save it for the annual.
Oh, it's so gross, but so good. And we can get the world's randomest sponsor, like Durex.
No.
Durex is the sponsor for that piece.
So, we have our Google Home that turns the radio on every morning, right? But, like, the longer we've used it, the more and more, or should I say the less and less of our local radio stations are using the app, whatever the app is. I can't remember what it's called. So we've slowly whittled them down, and now we listen to Jacaranda because it's like one of the only local ones that pops up. Okay. Anyway, when it comes to past 7 p.m, they have these adverts for condoms called the Dr. Long's condoms. Okay.
Oh yes, I've heard that.
And they have the most
I don't know why I'm so excited about that.
They have the most ridiculous ads, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, is it like 2000 again? And then these like weird softcore late night adverts coming on, and just like, wow, I can't believe they still have these on the radio. I thought they were not allowed to be on there, but it's so funny. So we should get them. Anyway, that was my point. Dr. Long.
That'd be funny.
Okay, but before we start spreading these diseases to everyone else watching this in 1080p minimum, let's wrap it up. You go, I go, we go, Zeke goes, then we go.
My dog ain't going nowhere. He is sleeping like an angel.
Nice.
So, guys, if you want to sleep as well as my dog does, you know what a great way of achieving that is listening to UTT as a podcast, because our voices are just so soothing and relaxing. And did I say soothing? If that is your vibe, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, where you'll find us under the table. If listening to our voices is just not enough, like you're already listening to this on a podcast and you're like, I want to see those faces, because anybody whose voice is so great must have a face to match.
And a mascot.
You can catch us on YouTube. Oh, and our beautiful mascot. I mean, you can catch us on YouTube. Where else, Cody?
If you are somehow not on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can also get all the content we write and lovingly put together for you on our webpage, which is www.nag.co.za. Or you can catch us on all our social media platforms, which is X, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, LinkedIn. The end.
Yes.
You can also drop us a mail if you feel like telling us some soothing, and the other word Arielle used, and soothing words at our email address, which is hey@nag.co.za. Or you could drop us a WhatsApp, which you can send a voice note to, and then we'll be able to hear your soothing, other word soothing voices on 062 834 1919.
Also,
Also,
by the time you guys are watching this, oh, there goes my voice. I've caught your cold.
told you. That's
By
why
the
we need
time
to
you
wrap it up.
are watching or listening to this, you would have, if you are on our social media, you would have seen the new cover for the NAG Winter Edition. It would have already been announced. If you haven't seen the cover for the NAG Winter Edition, what are you even doing? Go onto our socials. It was announced last week. I mean, you are so far behind. Come on.
But then also, doesn't that mean pre-orders will be open? Maybe. I think pre-orders will open.
Maybe.
Check
Yes,
out shop.rag.co.za.
maybe the possibility is there.
Pre-orders might be open. Cool.
Guys,
have a good week.
we need you to buy this. We need you to read all the things that we put so much energy into writing because we want to share it with you. Like Cody is sharing his cold with me.
You're welcome. Sharing is caring.
Bye.